So I typically like to use this bowl that I have, this bowl set that it's like a strainer bowl thing. I like to wash my stuff in there. So like give everything a good rinse. Use warm water. Just to like remove any of the oils that, during manufacturing. They always say like wash it with warm soapy water. Uh, so this is like my process. Burning that. I remove all the little parts. Just kind of get a pre-rinse going. Because I don't want to like have it sit in here with warm soapy water plus all the oils. That doesn't really. Just my little bit of OCD. Like what's it called? Just for added measure. Warm water. I just get in the little crevices with my fingers. I do the warm soapy water thing. I don't sterilize anymore. I did it with my first son. My firstborn, you're always like extra nutty. I was too. No, no shade. But I actually ruined a couple things because like I went past 5 minutes. I didn't follow the boiling directions. I cracked a piece of my Elvie. They were really nice to return or send me replacements, but I rather do it this way. Give everything a good rinse. Warm water. I use my little Dawn dish soap. And kind of give everything a swirl. I don't think it's too complicated. Just do that. And honestly, I just let it sit there a few minutes. Not so long that like that dish soapy scent will stick. If you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just gonna clean up this little mess here of the packaging. Very important to note that these guys do not get sterilized. That's usually the story with the tubing. You don't sterilize it. I used to think that like milk traveled through these before I was a mom and saw this tubing like, oh, okay, milk is gonna be. No, this is where air flows through. If you're as silly thinking as me, and you'll have, please keep the tubing dry. You'll have that reminder. Tubing never gets washed, boiled or sanitized. And there's a reminder in here too. Do not boil or microwave. Do not oil or microwave. And as I was cleaning up this mess here, I noticed there was a third little hose they included. So that was nice. You got like the two that were attached, and then I guess an added. Oh, you know what? This might actually be for yes, that makes sense. That's what you get for not reading instructions. This is for single pumping because it's just the one where this one's already connected and these don't get removed. I don't see like a valve stopper. There's usually like a clamp or like you remove the tube and like lock it up, but yeah, they just have a totally separate one for single pumping. So that's pretty cool. I like that idea. Let's see. Good idea, Momcozy. Also got an extra set of valves as I saw before, but there was already one connected. So you know what? I am gonna rinse these guys too. Duh. And I don't feel like rinsing the nipple measure thingies. What is it called? Oh, the flange inserts. I just don't feel like washing them all. I'll measure. I really do think this will be my size and I'm not gonna need an insert. But if I do, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Rinsing these guys, our little valves, and adding them to the water mixture. Also wanted to show you what I didn't really go through before. You got to use your manual. I'm pretty sure when I scan that QR code, I'm going to get like all this stuff, teaches you how to size your nipple and all that. And I guess we'll be, popping our nips in these little holes. I guess that just makes sense, right? Like, depending on which one fits best, it'll tell you which recommended, oh, sorry, out of frame. It'll tell you which flange is recommended for the size that you fit into. In a nutshell, I didn't read it, so sorry if there might be some wrong information, but I don't think there will be. You get the little specs, everything we just kind of went over, specifics on how to click everything close, how to align, what to make sure of. Oh, look, yep, single pumping, double pumping. I want to know what those strings are for, because it's a little interesting. We're going to get to pumping once these bad boys are totally dry, because you don't want to pump when there's still wetness in the pieces, because then you won't get a good suction. All right, it's been a few minutes. This is why I like to use this, because I can just kind of agitate it a little. That's just me. Okay. Thank you, warm soapy water, for your services. I have to get the big pieces out first. And our little flanges that always get lost in the bottom of any bowl. Almost missed them. All right. Drying until tomorrow. We'll revisit.